Hi guys, welcome to Vegan 101. In this video, we will be busting some of the myths and misconceptions about a vegan diet. Tell someone you're a vegan and they all become nutritionists and they start telling you things about how you're missing out on all the important nutrients. But as long as you're following the vegan food pyramid, you're fine. The only things that you actually need to worry about is your vitamin B12 and iron levels, which we will come to in a while. These are important because there is a misconception that they can only be sourced from meat, fish, dairy and cheese. The vegan food pyramid is a very basic, healthy and balanced diet to follow. For carbs, you have to include whole grains, cereals, pastas as long as they are eggless. Also include a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables. Make sure you are eating all colors. Then include protein-rich plant-based foods like beans, legumes, tofu. Also don't forget your greens as they are very rich in calcium. Fortunately, you will be cutting out on a lot of unhealthy and saturated fats by taking out meat and dairy from your diet. So sparingly use avocados, oils like flaxseed oil, coconut oil and nut butters. Coming to vitamin B12, it is also known as cobalamin and it's a water-soluble vitamin which is sourced from meat, fish, dairy and cheese, which is why there's a misconception that vegans don't get enough of it. But it can also be sourced from plant-based sources like plant-based milks, fortified breakfast cereals, nutritional yeasts. But most vegans tend to supplement it as it is one less thing to worry about. But whether or not you're a vegan, it's always recommended to supplement your B12 as it's a water-soluble vitamin, and if you drink too much water, your body tends to flush it out. But it's very important for absorption of folic acid and to keep your nervous system healthy. Another common misconception is that all vegans are anemic. That is, they suffer from iron deficiency. It is true that vegans don't consume red meat, but there are also many vegan sources of iron like lentils, tofu, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, kale, quinoa, and all green vegetables. But we should make sure that we are complementing the iron supplements with vitamin C, as vitamin C helps to absorb iron. You can also supplement your iron just like your B12, but the only thing you need to look for is a gelatin-free capsule. Coming to the biggest myth of all is that vegans do not get enough proteins. Complete proteins are proteins which have all the essential amino acids and can only be got through meat and dairy. So a lot of people will say that it doesn't matter about the amount of protein you consume on a vegan diet because the profile is not complete. That is not true because you don't have to eat all the 9 essential amino acids in one meal or in one food. You can spread it out throughout the day. So as long as you're eating a varied diet and incorporating foods like seitan, tofu, tempeh, chickpeas and other protein-rich vegan foods, you're good to go. But if you are still concerned about your protein intake, you can always buy vegan BCCA supplements and vegan protein powders which are readily available. But vegan protein sources like seitan, tofu, tempeh, chickpeas, lentils, sprouts, hemp seeds, edamame and quinoa are ranging from about 20 to 30 grams of protein, which is same as compared to chicken, turkey, beef and salmon. The protein found in soya is 3.5 grams, which is exactly the same as found in regular cow milk. Coming to soy, which has a bad reputation because it contains something called as isoflavonoids, which comes from the bean family and has a similar function to human estrogen but on a much lower and weaker level. Honestly, it's the non-vegan foods that are actually harmful. Red meat is literally classified as a carcinogenic and is a leading cause for heart diseases. Plus, animals are pumped with so many antibiotics and hormones that are still present in the meat while you're consuming them. So you need to worry less about the isoflavonoids, which actually help us against heart diseases and osteoporosis, and worry more about the hormones present in meat. Coming to the most common myths of all, that is, vegan food is expensive, restrictive, and tasteless. Your diet is only as expensive as your lifestyle. If you want to pay more and source organically grown food, you can do that. If you want to splash out and buy more processed meat and luxury products, you can do that. It all depends on your purchasing power and choice. Doesn't matter if you're a vegan or a non-vegan. Coming to restrictive and tasteless food, if it was a few years ago, maybe yes, but in this day and age, no. It is only an assumption and it really doesn't make any sense. Let me share with you a very quick and easy high protein vegan recipe. That is hummus, which is a Middle Eastern savory dip or a spread. The ingredients that you need are boiled chickpeas, tahini or sesame paste, garlic, cumin powder, olive oil, lime juice and salt. To make it low calorie, you can replace the tahini with Greek yogurt. You can blend all the ingredients in a food processor or a blender with enough water to get your preferred consistency. You can then garnish it with paprika, some olive oil and some parsley. It can be served with pita bread as a meal and with vegetable sticks as a snack. This recipe is high on protein, high on fiber and low on glycemic index. Hence, it's recommended to be included in your diet whether or not you're a vegan. This is one of the most simplest and the easiest option to order at any restaurant if you are looking for vegan options. To be healthy, you need to have a very good gut health. So according to Ayurveda, our digestion is like fire. So imagine a fire left without adding fuel for a couple of hours. It goes weaker and low. In the same way, our digestive fire, when we are at rest overnight, is damp and weak. 6 to 8 hours we don't give any fuel to our digestive system. So just like you rekindle your fire by adding small logs and not big ones, one at a time, this is the recipe to follow. Warm spices like cinnamon and clove help to stimulate digestion, appetite and blood circulation. Have this as the first meal of your day, whether or not you're a vegan. I hope this video was helpful for everybody who had doubts or misconceptions about the vegan diet. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And don't forget to be kind to every kind. Thank you.